Mando Studio has started out making brick films and still does.
Going from tens of views to tens of thousands and getting nearly 10,000 subs. Today we're going to interview him about his success, but first, let's look into his channel.
Like many of us know, it can be hard for short videos to gain traction and impossible to consistently post long brick films.
We definitely know this. It's that teeter-totter of do I make more short videos or a couple long videos? And either way, you're definitely not getting a daily video. So it's definitely a struggle. So he started to supplement his films on the same channel with a bunch of trending video ideas, like in the brick film community. With these other stuff, he tested out this, he tested out that, and eventually, Dragon, what did he find?
He found out that a formatted video popped, a specific format, making minifigure tutorials. So he kept just making them.
I think this is key to YouTube. If a video does significantly better than your other videos, make more of that video. It's the classic sequel, threequel, all of that stuff. Like, use that format. He found a format that works for him. He keeps doing it. And these types of videos have a huge part of a brick film fan audience. So it goes really well with brick films. I know a majority of our audience also watches his videos. So it's really just perfect for that kind of stuff. And it's really about supplementing it. Yeah, I'll let Dragon talk a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it is technically, base instinct, right? Action and reward. So yeah, just on a, let's call it a primal level, when you do something and you get a good result from it, you're going to do it more, obviously. So it's a similar thing in YouTube, which is arguably even more primal in some states.
Yeah, it's really great. And I think as much as we all want to be brick filmers, if you have another thing that's working, it's not a bad idea to kind of do both of them, especially if like this, they have the same audience. It can be a good way to build up because he's talked about and we'll talk about in the video interview. He's planning to go back to brick filming and doing both of them together. So, I mean, let's jump into this interview.
So what led you to starting this channel?
Well, I started in 2020 and I was just thinking, I kind of got a bunch of figures and then, because of my Lego set collection, for a long time I just got sets, then I just dismantled them, so I just ended up with loads of figures and not many sets. So I thought what the best thing I could do with my figures were, and then I saw Mini Superheroes Today's channel and I saw how many customs he was making, so I made a few customs based on his one. So I think I copied his Infinity War Thor and I just thought it looked really cool, so I thought why don't I just make some of my own and put them on YouTube.
Awesome. So on your channel you do post normal videos and shorts. Is there one that you prefer over the other?
I prefer the normal standard ones, but also shorts are kind of cool because you can put custom like actual songs on there, which is nice for the background. But then if you do that, you don't really get monetized. So I do kind of prefer the traditional ones.
Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
You watch any other YouTubers? And if so, which are your favorite?
Yeah, I watch a ton of Lego YouTubers. So mainly, I think the main one I watched in the beginning were Just Too Good and M&R Productions, because like those are like the two big ones that I enjoy. And then like as time's gone on, I've started watching more smaller ones. And I like watch a few stop motion ones. So Edbound, one I like. I even saw your video on I was watching a video when you described how Edbound makes his characters talk. I thought that was quite interesting. But yeah, I kind of like a variety of different Lego channels. I mean, the thing with stop motions is that it's so cool, the ones he makes, but then they probably must take him hours and hours and hours to make just for those like cool 1-minute videos.
It's definitely quite the process. But looking back on your channel, you were definitely doing brick films for a while. So is there any plans to go back to that at some point?
Yeah, the main reason I stopped doing stop motions is because they weren't really getting the views. So like, I think I spent like 2 weeks, like an hour a day for 2 weeks, so about 14 hours overall on one stop motion. And then they got like 50 views across its lifetime. So now that my channel's much bigger, I'm probably going to re-upload those older ones, see if they get interest, and if they do, then I'll probably start making stop motions again.
Awesome. You've really blown up recently. Is there any specific thing that you would attribute to that huge success?
Yeah, because I was throwing like a bunch of ideas. I was trying pretty much for the last 2 years. I've just been trying things and hoping they stick. And then finally I found one thing that stuck. But I just say what, like, in terms of tips I'd give, just watch videos on how to grow your channel and stuff like that, because it's like small things. Like, I never would have thought that if you put tags in the description, like that's something new I started doing. I didn't realize how much of a difference that makes in your views. So small things like that, I think, are just things that can help things grow. and I just got lucky with one format video.
You've definitely got that format down. It's so great to see it works for you that well. Anyways, thank you everyone for checking this video out. Check him out, link in description, and thank you.